Welcome back to my channel, and in this particular tutorial video I'm going to be showing you how I made use of 3 mobile apps to design this particular birthday flyer. Got how catchy and attractive it is. So do well to follow me to the end of this video so you won't miss out on any part which I'll be showing you in this particular video. Alright, without further ado, let's dive into it. So first thing first, I'll be creating a new canvas so that we can replicate this birthday flyer design. So here's a new canvas. So I'm going to be using a portrait size, which is 1080 by 1350. Yeah, so we are going to be manipulating our backgrounds and then our images and the fonts. So I made use of Picsart to manipulate this particular background. So yeah, I made use of Picsart to manipulate this background. I combined like 3 backgrounds I found on the internet and then combined them to get this. So I'm going to centralize this and put it in the middle. Alright, so now I'm going to lock it so I will not move it by mistake, and then I'm going to import the lady's image, the celebrant's image. So I'm going to increase her size and then position it here. So I can make use of the center tool, but then while designing I noticed that it's moved the lady to the left and is way too much, so I can just use my description to easily position her in a position that I want her to be. Alright, so I'm going to lock her so I will not move her by mistake, and also import the second image of her. Alright, so let me just zoom this, adjust it, and position here. Alright, cool. So we can lock her right there as well. So now I'm going to be importing a flower background, a flower, so I can use it as a background. So if you are new to my channel, do well to subscribe to this channel so that you won't miss out on tutorial videos that will help you become pro in graphic design. So yeah, so do well to subscribe, like this video, and share to other designers that will be needing this. So this is a blood flower. Alright, so let's move it to the back of the lady, and then we can position it here. Alright, superb. So let's lock it there too. And then you notice that the background looks a bit flashy and too busy. Alright, so we are going to then create a shape to cover up the upper part a bit. Alright, so now for this shape you come down to gradient, and then we are going to be using, I already created a gradient for it, but then let me check the X code for you. That is the color code, so you can also replicate the same thing. So the color code is 2E89E4. Alright, so now to get this transparent part, now all you just have to do is, initially the slider should be at the right hand side, but to get a transparent you are going to move it to the left. So that was how I arrived at a transparent color at the top, and then I have a blue color at the bottom. So yeah, so this is what I want, and then I'm going to rotate this now. Alright, so I'm going to increase the size also and position it here, but then I'm going to move it behind. All I wanted to do is to just cover up the busy background a bit, and then I can reduce the opacity. Alright, so 50 is cool. So let's lock it right there. It's locked. Alright, so the next thing is So also let's copy this particular flower, and we are going to reduce the size, bring it down here. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate you doing that so that you can help my channel grow, and also so that YouTube can recommend this particular video to other persons out there. So do not forget to also like this video if you find it helpful, and share to others who would definitely need this. Alright, so we have this, and let's zoom it a bit, and yeah, so I'm cool with this. Okay, so I'm going to create a circular shape where I'll be writing when she's celebrating the birthday. So I'm going to increase the radius to 100, and then I'm going to come down to gradient and change it to a gradient color. Alright, so let's get the color code for this as well. For the darker blue, we have 3758B6. Okay, so let's check for the lighter blue. We have 2D 8EE8. So that's for the lighter blue. Alright, so we have a circular gradient shape, and then we can position it here. Okay, so I'm going to copy this shape as well. I'm coming back to edit. You can see edit beside or before the delete option. So once you click on edit now, I'm going to come to color and change the color to white. Alright, so I'm going to bring it behind this blue circle, and then sorry, I want to add a bit of creativity to this, so I'm going to reduce the opacity, and let's increase the size of this blue circle as well, and let me just position it here. Alright, so yeah, we are achieving something so stunning. Alright, so yeah, I don't want this particular video to be too long because we are definitely using 3 apps in this particular video. So this is the first app, which is Pixellab. I'm still going to be showing you other 2 apps that I made use of to make the design so beautiful and attractive as it was. So do well to follow me to the end of this particular video tutorial, and don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and also share to other persons that would definitely need this video. Alright, so let's write the dates in which we will celebrate. So this is just a tutorial video, so this is not a date of birth, right? So I just guessed or suggested of the date. Alright, so let's put 2025, and we'll be changing the font to Trajax. So to get the resources, that is the image, the flower, the font, and everything I made use of in this particular video, so just check the description of this video. I'll be leaving a link there where you can download all the resources used, and also you'll be able to replicate this particular design. So we'll be changing the style to a bold one, and we're changing the color to white, definitely, because this black does not contrast with the design. So we'll be heading over to align and then centralize it. Okay, so we're splitting this into 3, and then we can reduce the size and position it right there. So yeah, okay, let's check it out. Yeah, it's at the center of the circle, so we can leave it there. And finally, before we leave this part of our date of birth, I would also like to add something so beautiful to make it more stunning. So I'm going to copy this. Let me copy this now, and then I will head over to edit. I'm going to turn off the opacity, and then come down to stroke width. I'll increase it to 2. Alright, 3 is cool, and we can position it here. So let's position it around this faded white circle. So follow me closely. I'm going to be showing you a trick right here. So yeah, so if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and if you are an existing subscriber, thank you so much for watching this particular tutorial. So I'm coming down to color that and change it to white. All right, but then I won't just leave it like this. I'm going to come down to eraser, and then I'm going to increase this right there. So I'm going to come here and reduce this a bit. So what I just want to do is just cut out little parts of the circle to add creativity. All right. So yes, this is amazing. So we can just reduce the opacity so it won't be competing with the date of birth. So you can decide to just move it around, and yeah, you can see how cool this is. So let's just move this circle. I feel like it's not centralized enough. So okay, this is awesome. All right, so the celebrant's name is Gifty. All right, so I have Gifty right there. I want only the G to be in capital, and then we can come down to fonts and change the font to Wondershine. So I'll be leaving this particular font as well in the link in the comment in the description of this video, sorry, so you can easily access these fonts and every other font I used. So to save time, let me just search for it. So we have the Wondershine. So I'm going to head over to style and make it the bold, and then change the color to white. Alright, so I'm going to be increasing the size as well, and position it right here. But then it's not really contrasting well with the lady. So I'm going to just lock this now, but then I'm going to head over to draw. So once you click on the draw now, we're going to increase the pen size to the highest, the smoothness, and also the blur radius. Okay, so just tap on your screen and then you have this particular blur effect, but then we are going to be changing the color of this blur effect. So let's change it to this. Yeah, so this blue is cool. So let me get you the X code, the color code. So the color code is 00A3FF. all right, so I'm going to be increasing it now, and I'm going to place it here and also copy it and place it here. All right, so I will ensure that this flower comes up above them, and also Gifty comes above them. Can you see what we're achieving here? So let me just move them a bit downward so they won't cover up the lady's face. So yeah, so let's centralize Gifty. All right, so and then let's write happy birthday to her. All right, happy birthday, and then we'll be using Trajax font as well. And let's change the color to white, so we can reduce the size. And we can increase the line space. Let's reduce the size a little bit more. and then we can centralize it, and let's increase the spacing to make it more creative and beautiful. So we're going to centralize it there. All right, so let me just move it to the left a bit. I feel it's too centralized. All right, so now we are going to be writing, oh, let's lock those elements so we'll not move them by mistake. Okay, cool. All right, so let's just write I wish. So I have the wish already on my clipboard. So wishing you joy that never ends, smile that never fade, and blessings that overflow. So we'll be changing the font for this to Poppins. Let's make it a Poppins board there. Alright, and can change the color to white. Then we are going to resize this and come down to alignment and align it here. Okay, so yeah, I'm cool with this. So I don't want it competing with the name, and then I'm going to bring it to the center. All right, so yeah, we are getting there. We're almost there. So let's create 3 shapes where we'll be celebrating armor, just to add creativity to the design. So I'm going to be creating 3 little boxes. All right, so let me place this beside our head there, and let me reduce the width. Okay, and then place it here. So I'm going to be changing the color of this to a yellow color. So the X code for that yellow color is FEE 411. So do not forget to subscribe and like this video. So this will serve as an encouragement to me to also create more videos that will help you become better in the business of graphic design. So I'm going to copy this now, and then I'm going to change the color of this to a red color, and the X code is FE 0000. Yeah, so I'm going to position it under the yellow. Alright, so let me just move it up a little bit more. So I'm going to copy this as well, and then change the color to a blue, and then the X code for the blue will be 123490. Okay, so I'm going to position this also down here. And yes, our design is coming out. So let's just write long life. So we're changing the font also to Poppins. So Poppins, let's make it of Poppins black. All right, so in order for this to contrast well, reduce the size and then change the color to this, sorry, to the front, and let's just bring it there. So I'm going to reduce the size a little bit more, and boom, we'll have it right there. So I'm going to copy it again and change this to good health, and I'm going to change, okay, let me bring it here so I can change the color. So you can see that it's not contrasting well on the red, so I'll just change the color to white, and I can reduce the size. Let's increase the size a little bit more. So I'm going to copy this again and then change it to more money. But then I'm going to change the color to this particular color code 95 D9 FF. Okay, cool. Yes. So I'm going to just carefully position it at the center of that rectangular shape. So yes, we are getting somewhere. So let's just add a little bit more creativity here. Okay, so I'm going to come down to draw and then increase this as well. I'm going to change the color to this, so I'll tap on my screen now. So I don't just want all areas to be light blue, I want some parts to have a kind of dark blue to add a touch of creativity. So let's just take this to the back, but not completely to the back. I'm going to move it here and position it right there. Okay, and then I'm going to just move it a little bit more. Okay, so yeah, I'm good with this. So let me lock that, and we're almost done with this particular tutorial. So one more element I'll be adding to that design. Alright, so I'm just going to increase the size of this to cover the whole design, and then I will head over to color filter. So we are going to be reducing the hue to 125, and the contrast to be increasing it to 23. Okay, so let's head over to erase color, turn it on so that we can erase the white color. Let's just increase the transparency to 23. Yes, so what I just want is the blue flower, so let's take it behind the lady and at the top of this. So can you see, oh, this is beautiful. So yeah, let's lock it right there. So boom, we are done with our design. So I'm going to export now so I can show you the two other apps that I used to make it so beautiful and catchy as you see. So while we are exporting our design, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you get notified when I post new and tutorial like this, and do not forget to share with others as well, as this will help YouTube to also push this video to other persons that it is going to be beneficial to. So alright, so I'm going to head over to the next app right now. But before we head over, okay, so we are going to be creating a draw shape. So let's just come down to draw and then click on draw. Alright, So I'm going to increase the pen size, the smoothness, and the radius. And then I'm going to change the color to this. So let me just tap on my screen. So I'm going to increase the size of this. Yes, so I want this, but then I want it to be in transparent background. So I'm just going to make sure to make every other element I used in this design invisible, so that I can export that in a transparent background. So I will head over to this pen tool and then click on this invisible icon. So I have this alone, and then I'll come to background and make it transparent. So I'm going to centralize this and put it at the middle. Okay, so we can export this as a transparent image. So now I'm going to head over to Picsart, which is the next application we are going to be using. So click on the plus sign so that we can import the image we exported on Pixellab. So here's our design, and then you scroll down to add photo. So just click on add photo, and then we are going to select the blur effect we downloaded in transparent background. So watch me closely as I will be creating magic with this. Alright, so let's just move it to the side there. Shouldn't cover the lady too much. So now just scroll down and come to blend. Then you click on add. Look at this. This is superb. So I don't want it to be too much on the lady's face. Let's just move it down here, and then we can come down to opacity and reduce the opacity. Yes, 82 is cool. So click on the check mark and we have that. So you are going to click on add photo again, because I want to make the effect more balanced. So I'm going to select it again, and this time I'll be adding it. Oh sorry, I moved that by mistake. Alright, so just move that a bit. And this time we are going to be increasing this, and we'll place it around here. And let's come down to blend also, and then we'll click on add. So there are different effects that you can use depending on your taste, but then for this particular video I made use of for this particular design I made use of add. So you can still increase the size a little bit, and we can reduce the opacity. Yeah, so this is awesome. So do not forget to like this video and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell as well, and also help share this video to others. So then you click on this arrow up there, and yeah, click on save picture on your device. So yeah, our picture has been saved. So the next application we'll be using is Snapseed. So click on this plus sign so that you can import the new design. So here's the design from Picsart. So we'll head over to tools now, and then I'm going to increase. Look at this. This is mind blowing. So let's just increase it. So yeah, 95 is cool. So depending on your taste, you can make a lot of edits to this. So let's come down to curve, and I'll go for red first. Let's see the effect of this. Is too much, so let's just reduce it a little bit, and then let's come down to green. See, so yeah, this is making it look more beautiful. So we can increase the blue a little bit, and then luminance we add brightness. You can see this is too much, no, but then we should be good with this. And the function of the RGB, which is red, green and blue, and voila, this is mind-blowing. So we can still head over to this and make a little bit of edit. If you think this is in excess, we can reduce or we can add a little bit more, and you can increase the highlights or reduce the highlight. Okay, and let's see once. Yeah, it makes more sense with this, and boom, we can export our design. So let's view our design. Yeah, this is awesome, so beautiful. Yeah, so this is the end of this tutorial. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you get notified anytime I post new videos that will help you grow well in the graphic design industry. And don't forget to share to others so that YouTube will get noticed that this video is helpful, and also promote it to other persons that need to watch this particular video. So to get the resources I used in this design, kindly go down to the description of this video where you will find a link for resources. Just click on it and then you get access to all the resources, that is the images, the background, the font I used for this particular design. Thank you so much for watching to the end.